Once upon a time, Cinderella represented the most amazing and unlikely feat of social climbing in living memory. From the darkest, dirtiest cranny, where she was treated like a servant, the young girl ends up marrying a prince and living in a castle. Cinderella is both beautiful and profoundly good, but that's not sufficient. Magic and spells are necessary if she is to be delivered from her fate. These, of course, are provided by the fairy godmother and the prince. "400 years later, Perrault's story of Cinderella has reached our television screens, not only in the cartoon and film form, but also in messages conveyed via the television medium, which continue to be mostly thought, programmed and packaged by men. Every day on our screens we're shown women in Cinderella-type situations. Which is why the story we're about to show you is also our story.
Bella, molto bella, ma non
She's
basta.
absolutely lovely, but that doesn't make her a murderer, is how Chandler might have described Katerina Miroslav, the 25-year-old German-Polish ballerina accused of killing her lover and currently awaiting trial at the Court of Assize in Parma.
She refused to terminate her pregnancy, even though she had been told there was no future for her child, for she planned to donate her baby's organs so that other babies could live.
Some want them off the streets, some want them shut up inside special houses, or better still, cordoning them off in a kind of mercenary love zone. Others say they should be unionized, redeemed, taxed, repatriated, married, murdered.
It all starts with a poor girl who is harshly treated by cruel relatives. She had to wash the dishes and clean the stairs for her stepmother and her two daughters. Once she finished her work, she would sit beside the fire and warm herself in front of the cinders, which is why she was known as Cinderella. Fortunately, miracles occur. And so, one day, the godmother found Cinderella in tears. "What is the matter?" she asked. If only. Cinderella was crying so much that she could hardly finish the sentence. The godmother, who was also a fairy, finished the sentence for her. You mean, if only you could go to the ball? Alas, yes, sighed Cinderella. If you're a good girl, I promise you will go to the ball. In the end, Cinderella had everything she needed to live happily ever after. The prince gave her his arm as she descended from the carriage and escorted her to the ballroom. Such was her beauty that the violins and the dancing stopped as she entered the room. The guests gasped. Isn't she beautiful? She is truly beautiful. Having conquered her place beside a man, it seemed Cinderella was in need of nothing more. A few days later, the king's son solemnly announced, amid a fanfare of trumpets, that he would marry the woman whose foot the slipper fitted. In short, no change in the eternal fairy story of Cinderella. No change in the moral. Perrault even suggested two morals. Moral 1. Beauty is a rare treasure that one never tires of contemplating. But grace is also priceless and worth much more. That is what Cinderella received from her fairy godmother, who dressed her and taught her to behave like a queen. Moral 2. Undoubtedly, intelligence, courage, nobility, common sense, and other such qualities are sent from God and essential. However, without a fairy godparent to offer guidance and ensure these good qualities are exploited and appreciated, they will get you nowhere.
Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha!